You know Goa? What is the Goa? You know?
So, good morning, all of you. And this week list of topics are loops and jumping statements. We shall see what are loops, or which is also called as iterative statements, or what are jumping statement. What is the purpose of each statement? And we shall see some sample programs also with the use of if else, if else, if or while, break, continue, pass statements. Okay. In today's class, we shall look what is a loop and how many types of loops are available in Python programming language. Okay. So, in general, every one of you know what is a loop. In general, every one of you know what is a loop. See, in simple definition, a loop statement allows to execute a statement or group of statements multiple times. Suppose in our program, every statements are executed sequentially, that is one by one. Suppose if there are 10 lines of program, our program will be executed from first line. After the interpreter has checked for the first line, if there are no errors, then it enters into the second line. Then again, the interpreter checks for the second line, and if there are no errors, then it enters into the third line. Okay, that is the sequence which we are going to follow at the time of executing a program. But there may be a situation where the user need to execute a set of statements several times. That means there may be a situation where the programmer, that means the user, who want to execute a statement or a body of statements. ఒక స్టేట్మెంట్ కానీ లేదా కొన్ని బాడీ ఆఫ్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్ కానీ సెవరల్ టైమ్స్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేయాలంటే then there is a concept called as loop. So in simple, a loop allows to execute a statement or group of statements multiple times. That is called a loop. See, as I said, in normal programs, a program will be executing one by one. So after the execution of first line, then it enters into the second line, then it enters into the third line, and so on. But in loops, it checks for the condition. That means it checks for the sequence. It checks for the sequence. Suppose if the sequence is not came to an end, then a certain statement or a body of statements will get executed several times. Okay, we shall look into the examples. So in Python programming language, there are two types of loops. First one is for loop, FOR, and the second one is while, WHILE, while. So both are keywords. For and while, both are keywords. In Python programming language, there is no concept of do while loop. Python programming language consists of only two loops called for and while, whereas do while loop is not available in Python. Why? Because do while is entry control loop. Entry control loop. The differences between for while and do while is for and while comes under entry control, whereas do while comes under exit control. That means for and while checks the condition initially. If the condition is satisfied, then it enters into the body of the loop. Whereas in do while, it directly enters into the body. After entering into the body, it checks into the condition. So in Python, there is no concept of do while. So coming into the first loop, for loop, FOR, for. So the keyword which we are going to use for this type of loop is FOR. Okay. So for loop in Python is used to iterate over a sequence of list, tuple, or string. So what is a sequence here? What is sequence here? We shall go once we came into the example. Remember, we need to discuss what is a sequence. What is a sequence? See in the syntax also, for is a keyword, where in is an operator, sequence. What is this sequence? What is this sequence? We shall consider an example and check what is the sequence and what is the value. What is VAL or a variable? See, normally when we are using a for loop, we will be writing in C language like for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, or I minus minus. So we are considering a variable I for every for loop which is going to be executed in the program. We are going to consider I variable. We are going to consider a variable called I for every program which is going to be executed. So in the same way in Python programming language also, we need to take a value or a variable where we need to insert as for keyword space. After immediately space, we need to insert a variable like I. In is an operator. Sequence. What is a sequence? Generally, for the definition of string is a sequence of characters. So sequence in the sense, what type of sequence will be available? We shall look into the example. So this is the syntax. For is a keyword, any variable, space, in is an operator, sequence. How can we consider the sequence? We shall look into the other side. So colon, next press enter button. After pressing enter button, ideally considers automatically indentation. Ideally automatically considers the indentation where in the indentation body of fur will be available. Where in the indentation the body of fur will be available. Okay. So simply remember for space, any variable, space, in as an operator, space, sequence. Okay, colon, press enter button, then indentation will be followed for the body of the fur. Okay. Now flow chart. Now flow chart. See, for each item in the sequence, suppose I have considered 10 values. 1 comma 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 in a list. I have considered 10 values in a list. Okay, see here in the syntax, in syntactically it can be shown like for space I have taken a variable called in is an operator, and in square brackets and in a list type I have taken 1 to 10 numbers. So first in the sequence the available value will be 1. So the body of fur will be executed. Next it goes to 2. Again the body of fur will be executed. So and so on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until 10. So from 1 to 10, 10 times the body of fur will be executed. 10 times the body of fur will be executed. That is called as a sequence. See, consider the same example for this flowchart also. For each item in the sequence, I already said in the sequence, I have considered a list containing 1 to 10 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for each item in the sequence, suppose if there is an item, it go until it goes to the last item, the body of the fur will be executed. See here, item of the for each item in sequence until it reaches to the last item. Suppose if it is reached to the last item, then it comes out of the loop. If it is reached to the last item, then it comes out of the loop. In the previous example, I told that I considered a sequence with double quotations where it has the values of 1, 2, 3, and so on up to 10. So when the for loop is going to check for the 10th condition, then this will be followed. Then the loop will be getting exited because I gave in this sequence only up to 10. So since the last item has been reached, the exit of the loop will be occurred. Suppose if it is not the last item, then it goes to the body of fur and execute the statements. మనం తీసుకున్న సీక్వెన్స్ లో 1 to 10 నెంబర్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు 10th వాల్యూకి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ 10th in the sense last item reached. When the last item has been reached, then the loop will be getting exited. 10th value 10th sequence లోకి రాగానే loop అనేది execute అయిపోతుంది. Exit అయిపోతుంది, not executed, it gets exited. Suppose now we are in the second sequence, or in third or fourth, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or in the first sequence, then it enters into the body of fur and executes the statements of the body. Simply remember, mana sequence lo last value ki vachesindi ante for loop will be getting exited. Last value kaakanda previous values unnayi ante the body of fur will be getting executed. Last value ki vaste for exit అయిపోద్ది. Previous values ఏదైనా ఉన్నా సరే, sequence values ఏదైనా సరే, the body of fur will be getting executed. See, the body of fur may contain one statement or several statements. The body of fur may contain one statement or several statements. Okay. Now look into the example. A simple example. So here fur, as I said, fur is a keyword. Letter. I have considered a variable called letter. In the syntax also we are told that for space any variable variable space in is an operator in sequence. So in this particular example, sequence means PYTHON. Remember, this sequence is not a list, it's a string. Since I have placed in single quotations, PYTHON is a string, it's not a list. So now everyone are clear what is the sequence and what is the VAL. See, for is a keyword. This is nothing but a variable which I consider. In normally మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు for loop use చేసేప్పుడు for I అనేది వాడతారు కదా, I అనే వేరియబుల్ వాడతారు కదా. సో ఇన్ ప్లేస్ ఆఫ్ I will consider a variable called letter. You can either mention I also there, no problem, no issues. You can either mention I also here. If you are mentioning I here, then you need to mention here also I. ఇక్కడ ఏ వేరియబుల్ అయితే మెన్షన్ చేస్తున్నారో the same variable need to be mentioned here also. Clear? Okay, so I have taken a variable called letter. So for variable in is an operator. This is called a sequence. This is called a sequence. Remember, Python is not in a list. List lo undalante ela undali square brackets. If this must be a list, these particular values must be in a square brackets where each character need to be separated by commas. So this is not a list. Python is a string. Python is a string. Okay. So for for is a keyword, letter is a variable, in is an operator, Python is the sequence. Python is the sequence. Okay. Colon, colon. Next, after pressing enter button, there will be indentation space automatically available. Automatically available. Next, print, print current letter. So can any one of you tell me how many times this for loop is going to be executed? How many times this particular for loop is going to be executed? See how many characters are available in this sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 characters are available in the sequence. So this particular for loop will be executed for 6 times. Since there are 6 characters, 6 values in our sequence, this particular program, in this particular program, the for loop will be executed 6 times. So in the first execution, it considers P. It considers the value of P. It considers the value of P. So it goes into the body and prints as current letter P. And prints as current letter P. After P, in the next iteration, it goes for Y. It goes for Y. And next goes into the body and it prints current letter Y. In the same way, next it goes to T, it goes to H, it goes to O, and it goes to N, and it prints current letter N. And is there any value in the sequence available after N? There is no value, right? So N is the last occurrence. So N is the last value. Already I showed you in the flowchart. If this particular sequence has been reached to the last item, then it gets to the exit of the loop. So after immediately getting into the N, the body will be executed and then it comes out of the for loop. That means the for loop will be executed. మనం తీసుకున్న సీక్వెన్స్ లో 6 క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి దిస్ ఫర్ లూప్ విల్ బి ఎగ్జిక్యూటెడ్ ఫర్ 6 టైమ్స్. ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది అంటే ఫస్ట్ దిస్ పర్టికులర్ లెటర్ వేరియబుల్, దిస్ పర్టికులర్ లెటర్ టేక్స్ ది క్యారెక్టర్ పి. పిని తీసుకొని కరెంట్ లెటర్ పి అనేది ప్రింట్ అయిపోతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వై కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుని నెక్స్ట్ కరెంట్ లెటర్ వై సెకండ్ లైన్ లో ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది. నెక్స్ట్ టి థర్డ్ లైన్ లో కరెంట్ లెటర్ టి, హెచ్ కరెంట్ లెటర్ హెచ్, ఓ కరెంట్ లెటర్ ఓ, ఎన్ current letter N. Since N is the last item in the sequence, the for loop will be getting exited. The for loop will be getting exited. Clear? This is the simple syntax. This is a simple program for a for loop. This is a simple syntax for a for loop. Okay. Now we shall see 2 or 3 4 examples of how can we execute, how can we perform programs on a for loop. Hope everyone have understood this particular program. Hope everyone have understood this particular program. See, next program, I have taken fruits. Fruits is a variable. Fruits is a variable equal to assignment operator, and this is a list. This is a list. As I said, a list is a sequence of values which are separated by commas and placed between square brackets. So this is a list. So what type of variable is fruits in the sense? It's a list variable. Fruits అనేది ఏ వేరియబుల్ అంటే నార్మల్ వేరియబుల్ కాదు అది. It's a list variable. It's a list variable. The list name ఏంటి అంటే fruits and purple. Why? Because the values are separated by commas and are placed between square brackets. So fruits is a list. Fruits is a list. Okay. Now come to the for loop. For for fruit, F-R-U-I-T, fruit. Remember, this is not fruits. This is a fruit. I consider a variable. Let us consider this as I particularly. As of now, let us consider, instead of fruit, consider only I. So for I in fruits, fruits is a list variable. Fruits is a list variable which consists of 3 values. So In this particular program too, the number of times for loop will be executing is 3 times. The number of times for loop will be getting executed is 3 times. Why 3 times? Because there are 3 values. There are 3 values. This is called as a sequence. This is called as a sequence. This is called as a sequence. So in the first iteration, we have considered this particular variable as I, right? So for I in fruits, in the first iteration it takes the banana. So current fruit, banana. It prints as current fruit, banana. In the second iteration, current fruit, apple. In the third iteration, current fruit, mango. Since mango is the last item available in this particular sequence, the for loop will be getting executed. Sorry, exited. The for loop will get exited. EXITED. ఓకే, మనం ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాసిన తర్వాత ఫర్ లూప్ ఎన్నిసార్లు ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతుంది అనేది తెలుసుకోవాలి అంటే విత్ ది హెల్ప్ ఆఫ్ ది సీక్వెన్స్, మనకున్న సీక్వెన్స్ లో ఎన్ని వాల్యూస్ అయితే ఉన్నాయో, based upon the values we can tell that how many times the for loop is going to be generated, how many times the for loop is going to be run. Okay, so these are the two basic examples. These are only the basic examples of for loop. Okay, so for is a keyword, letter. Instead of letter you can write any, you can take any another variable, but make sure the variable which is considered here, must be taken here itself, Okay, now we shall check, we shall execute both the programs. Go to IDLE. Take a file and name it as a.py. So this will be our programming environment. I have taken a file with named as a.py. So see in our program, this is the first program which I have told you. This is the first sample program which I have told you, right? So this is the indentation space. So save the program. For is a keyword, letter is a variable, in is an operator, Python is nothing but a sequence. So this is the body of the for loop. This particular statement will be the body of for loop. So how many times this particular statement will be executed means 6 times. Why? Because there are 6 values in the sequence. Now let us check. Save your file. Go to file and save it. Next, go to run module. Now we shall check whether the for loop have executed 6 times or not. See, this is the output. Our for loop have executed 6 times. So Python, first current letter will be P, next Y, next T, next H, next O, next N. What happened after N? Since our sequence has reached to the last item, the for loop has been exited. Last item n ko vachedappadiki for loop anedi exit ayipoyindi ani cheptunnanu. Clear? Okay, now we shall consider second example. Second example in this sense, we have taken fruits where the sequence will be considered in a list. Take the same file a.py, and this is the program. As I said, we shall consider I in place of fruit. We shall consider I, where there will be no confusion for all of you. And here also we need to mention as I. Since it is a variable, we need to mention as I. Okay. So the number of times this for loop will be executed will be 3 times. Why? Because in this sequence there are only 3 values available: banana, apple, mango. So in the first iteration, it gives the output like current fruit, banana. Next current fruit, apple. Next current fruit, mango. Okay. We shall check by executing. Go to file, save, go to run and run module. The output will be displayed in the IDLE prompt page, IDLE shell. So this is our output. Current fruit banana, current fruit apple, current fruit mango. What happened after mango in this sense? Our value has been entered into the last item. In the sequence which we have given, the last item has been occurred. So immediately after performing the last item, what the interpreter is going to do is, it is coming out of the for loop. The for loop is going to be exited. EXITED, exited. Okay, clear everyone? Okay, next. Again, we shall go to the PPT. Okay, these are the two programs. Now the concept is usage of range function. Now the concept is usage of range function. See, in for loop, we can use a function called range, RANGE. Since it is a predefined function, we need to mention it in lowercase letters only. Range is a predefined function. So since Python is case sensitive, we need to mention range in lowercase letters only. There are three important points which need to be remembered for using a range function. First point is, we can generate a sequence of numbers using range function. We can generate a sequence of functions using range function. Second point is, range of 10 will generate numbers from 0 to 9. So long back when I have given an example based upon a for loop, I have already told, see, from range 1 to 10 in the sense, it considers only up to 9. మనం ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో కనుక రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ 10 అని ఇచ్చాము అంటే దాని అర్థం ఏంటి అంటే the sequence will be from 0 to 9. Range of 10 in the sense 0 to 9. మనం ఇందాక ఏం చేసాం, ఒక సీక్వెన్స్ లో పైథాన్ అని ఏదైనా ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ మనమే తీసేసుకున్నాం, లేదా బనానా, యాపిల్, మ్యాంగో అని చెప్పి ఫ్రూట్స్, ఇలా సీక్వెన్స్ మనం కన్సిడర్ చేసాం. ఇప్పుడు సీక్వెన్స్ మనం కన్సిడర్ చేయం. By using range function, we need to give the sequence. By using range function, we need to provide the sequence such that the body of for loop will be going to get executed. మనం ఇచ్చిన range function ని బేస్ చేసుకొని body of for need to be executed. So how it will get executed in the sense, range of 10 in the sense, range of 10 అని మనం ఇచ్చామంటే ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ ఏం చేస్తుంది, it considers from 0 to 9, that is 10 numbers. Range of 10 in the sense, the interpreter will be considered from 0 to 9. Okay, that is the first one. Second one, we can define the range by using start, stop and step size. This particular concept already we have discussed at the time of range slice. ఏదైనా ఒక స్ట్రింగ్ ఇచ్చి దాన్ని స్లైస్ కానీ రేంజ్ స్లైస్ కానీ చేయాలంటే ఏం చెప్పాం, ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎక్కడ దాకా చేయాలి, స్టెప్ సైజ్ ఎంత ఉండాలి, the same can be operated in the range function also. So simply remember 2 points. The usage of range function is, we can mention start, stop and step size. That is the first one. The second function is, here we are not going to give the sequence directly. Instead of giving the sequence directly, we are using the range function. For the example, like range of 10 in the sense, it considers from 0 to 9. Range of 10 in the sense, it considers 0 to 9. Suppose here if I given range of 15, then it will generate numbers from 0 to 14. 15 and ఇచ్చినప్పుడు 0 to 14. Suppose if I consider a range of 20, then it generates the numbers from 0 to 19. Okay, these are the 2 points which are need to be remembered while using a range function. Now let us consider a program for range function. So first printf is very easy to recognize. Already we have discussed this particular print statement in the second point here. Range of 10 in the sense, the interpreter generates the values from 0 to 9. That is the first print statement. See, print range of 10 in the sense, it gives the output like range of 0 to 10. 0 నుంచి 10 వరకు అంటే ఏంటి, 10th అనేది కన్సిడర్ అవ్వదు. It checks only up to 9. So it starts with 0 and ends with 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 10 numbers in it, right? So range of 10 means our interpreter will consider as range of 0, 10. Range of 0, 10 అంటే 10 అనే వాల్యూని కన్సిడర్ చేయదు. Okay, suppose if our sequence is 0, body of for will be executed. 1, body of for will be executed. 2, body of for will be executed. అలాగా 9 దాకా చెక్ చేసుకుంటుంది. 9th సీక్వెన్స్ కూడా బాడీ ఆఫ్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ చేసుకొని, since 9 is the last item, ఇక్కడ 10 ఉంది, it does not consider 10. Why? Because it has started from 0. It has started from 0. So 0 to 9. 9th sequence లోకి వచ్చినప్పుడు body of our execute చేసుకొని, since it is the last item in the sequence, it is going to get exited. It is going to get exited. See in the second example, print list range of 10. Print list range of 10. So let us forget list here. Let us forget list. Consider only this part, range of 10. So already we discussed range of 10 in the sense it takes the values from 0 to 9. Is it or not? Range of 10 itself in the sense it considers the values from 0 to 9. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I am asking the interpreter to store all the values of the range of 10 in a list. I am asking the interpreter to store all the values in a list. Manakunna values enti ikkada range of 10 antunam. Range of 10 ante indirectly the interpreter knows range of 10 in the sense range of 0, 10. 0, 10 ante values enti 0 నుంచి 9 వరకు values ఉంటాయి. 0 నుంచి 9 వరకు values ఉంటాయి. So ఈ 0 to 9 values అన్ని దేంట్లో స్టోర్ చేయమంటున్నాం అంటే I am asking the interpreter to store the values in list. To store the values in the list. This is list method. This is the list method. So the output will be like this: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember the value 10 will be not available in the list. Enduku 10 అనేది కనిపించదు అంటే range of 10 in the sense only 10 iterations must be performed. So since range function starts from 0, 10 iterations అంతా 9 తో ఆగిపోతుంది. 10 అనేది perform అవ్వదు. If you are going to consider 10 also, then the number of iterations will be 11, which raises a syntax error. Which raises an error in the output. Okay, so range of 10 in the sense range of 0 to the values will be from 0 to 9. Okay, next consider this print statement. Let's forget list for some time, and what I'm going to ask is range of 2, 8. So here I have given the start value, here I have given the end value. ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలని చెప్తున్నా 2 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేయాలంటున్నా. అవర్ ఎండ్ వాల్యూ ఏంటంటే 8. 2 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసి 8 తో ఎండ్ చేయాలంటే 8 అనేది కూడా కన్సిడర్ అవుతుందా? ద ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ డస్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ ది వాల్యూ ఆఫ్ 8. సో ఎక్కడ దాకా కన్సిడర్ చేస్తుంది? 2 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేసుకుంటుంది. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 6 values will be in our sequence. Only 6 values will be in our sequence. So range of 2, 8 అన్నప్పుడు ఎక్కడి నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది? 2 నుంచి స్టార్ట్ అయ్యి 7 వరకు మన వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి. 7 వరకు సీక్వెన్స్ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటాయి. ఐఎమ్ టెలింగ్ ది ఇంటర్ప్రిటర్ టు ప్లేస్ ఆల్ ది వాల్యూస్ ఫ్రమ్ రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ 2, 8 to in the list. ఇక్కడ 2, 8 అన్నప్పుడు 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి కాబట్టి సో ఐఎమ్ ప్లేసింగ్ ఆల్ దోస్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ ఎ లిస్ట్. ఐఎమ్ ప్లేసింగ్ ఆల్ దోస్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ ఎ లిస్ట్. దిస్ విల్ బి కాల్డ్ స్టార్టింగ్ ఇండెక్స్, స్టార్ట్ వాల్యూ, and this is called end value. Start value, end value. So when we consider the last print statement, here we are having start value, end value, and step size. Start value untadi, end value untadi, step size kuda untadi. Okay, now forget about list for some time and consider this particular statement, this particular expression called range of. Ekkadi nunchi start cheyali? We need to start from 2. Where do we need to end? 20. 2, 20 in the sense in our mind we need to remember only up to 19. 2, 20 in the sense we need to start from 2 and we need to remember only up to 19. Not 20 will not be considered. 20 will not be considered. So the step size will be 3. The step size will be 3. So our starting value will be 2, right? So that 2 will be printed here. That 2 will be printed in the list. That will be the first value in our list. So our step size will be 3, right? So 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 11, sorry, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 3, 17, 17 plus 3, 20. Why I did not mention 20 in this slide is our range is from 2, 20. Since 20 is the top index, that means 20 is the last element, this particular range function will not consider 20. ఇక్కడ రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ 2, 20 అంటే ఏం చెప్పాము? 2 నుంచి 19 వరకే అని మన మైండ్ సెట్ అయిపోవాలి. బికాస్ ఆ రేంజ్ ఫంక్షన్ విల్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ ది స్టాప్ వాల్యూ. సో ఐ హావ్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ 20 హియర్. ఐ హావ్ నాట్ కన్సిడర్ 20 హియర్. Since 2 is the last value, since 2 is the first value, it is being considered as the first value in the list. Since the step size will be 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 3, 17, 17 plus 3, 20. 20 will not be considered. Suppose మనకి ఇక్కడ 20 అనేది కూడా రావాలి అంటే then we need to change this as 2,21. 2,21 అనేది చేంజ్ చేస్తే then we can get a value of 20 also here. Okay, 2,21 అనే range function లో సెట్ చేసుకుంటే then we can get the value of 20 also. Okay, now we shall perform this particular execution. Now we shall run this particular program. We shall run this particular program. Go to IDLE page. Take a new file called something a.py. Consider a new file something a.py. So this is our program. This is the program which I explained. Okay. Okay. See, now we shall run this program. Go to file. Go to file. Save. Go to run. Run module. Go to IDLE shell page so that you can look into your output. So this is our output. So this output has came because by in this program I mentioned print range of 10. Already I told you range of 10 in the sense it gives an output like range of 0, 10. Range of 0, 10. Next I have asked range of 10. Those values need to be printed in a list. So range of 0, 10 in the sense 0 to 9. 0 to 9. So the values of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Those came in the list. Next, I have asked the interpreter to print list of range of 2, 8. Range of 2, 8 in the sense it starts from 2 and ends with 7. Interpreter does not consider the 8th sequence. Okay. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. It came in a list. And the last one I have used start place, end place, and step size. Start position, end position, and the step size. So start position is 2, end position is 20, and the step size is 3. So the output will be like this: 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17. Remember, 20 will not be provided in our output. 20 will not be provided in our output. So let's take, I already told you, suppose if you require 20 in our output, we need to change the program like this. 20 kuda kavalante em cheppanu, program ila change cheyandi ani cheptanu. So instead of 20, replace it with 21. So our range will be from 2 to 20 now. Our range will be from 2 to 20. I can execute the program. Now you can find out in the last print statement that the value 20 has also been included. See here. See here. 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, 17, 20. Here 20 is not been included. Why? Because in the previous program I have told the step size is 3, where it starts from 2 and ends with 20. In this particular program, in this statement, I have told the step size is 3, where it starts from 2 and ends with 21. That is the reason why the value 20 is available in the sequence. Okay. This is the use of range function in Python programming language. Next. Next. What is a nested loop? We all of us know that nested in the sense, what is nested if else in the sense, if an if else is been occurred in an if else, then it is called as a nested if else. In the same way, nested for loop in the sense, oka for loop yokka body lo inkoka for loop unte, it is called as a nested for loop. If the body of for loop contains another for loop, then it is called as a nested for loop. So see in the example here, for. So for is a keyword, num1 is a variable, n is nothing but, in is nothing but an operator, range of 3. See, range of 3 in the sense 0, 2. Antena indake emanna range of 10 ante range of 0, 9 annu. Range of 10 ante 0 to 9 values perform chestudi antunnu. So here range of 3 in the sense 0 to 2 ante 0, 1, 2. This particular for loop will be executing 3 times. 3 times enti, first sequence 0, second sequence 1, and the third sequence is 2. 0, 1, 2. Remember, the outer for loop will be executing 3 times. Since the sequence of values will be 0, 1, and 2, the outer for loop will be executing 3 times. Okay. Now we shall come into the inner for loop. So this is the indentation. These spaces are called as indentation. So the inner in the inner for loop, num2 is a variable, num2 is a variable, and the range is from 10 to 14. Range is from 10 to 14. Range is from 10 to 14 ante enti? Start value is 10 and end value is 14. So our mindset, in our mindset, the sequence of values are like 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12 and 13. Okay. So first for loop will be executing 3 times. 3 times event sequence level 0, 1 and 2. The second for loop will be executing 4 times. What are the values in the sense? 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. First for loop will be executing 3 times and the second for loop will be executing 4 times. The sequence of the values in the first for loop are 0, 1 and 2, and the sequence of elements which are available in the second for loop are 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. See, now the outer for loop will be in 0 position. The outer for loop will be taking the value as 0. Outer for loop will be taking the value as 0. Okay. Now it comes into the body. It comes into the body. Next, in this body, in this inner for loop, it considers the value as 10. Outer for loop value will be 0. The inner for loop value will be 10. So print num1 comma num2 in the sense 0 comma 10. 0 comma 10. This is the first iteration. See, automatically it does not go to the outer for loop again. First the inner for loop will be executed totally. Inner for loop మొత్తం execute అయిపోయిన తర్వాత then it goes to the outer for loop. Okay. So since the outer for loop value is taking the value 0. 0th value లో ఉన్నాం, ఇక్కడ 10th value లో ఉన్నాం. సో 0, 10 అనేది ప్రింట్ అవుతుంది ఫస్ట్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో. ఇన్ ది సెకండ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ 0, 11. ఇన్ ది థర్డ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ 0, 12. ఇన్ ది ఫోర్త్ స్టేట్మెంట్ 0, 13. 0, 13. సో ఇన్నర్ ఫర్ లూప్ లాస్ట్ సీక్వెన్స్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఎగ్జిట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ దిస్ ఫర్ లూప్. It exists from this for loop and again it enters into the outer for loop. And again it enters into the outer for loop. Now it has taken the sequence as 1. The outer for loop sequence will be 1 and the inner for loop sequence will start from 10. So 1, 10, 1, 11, 1, 12, 1, 13. So this the inner loop has entered into the last sequence. It enters into the outer for loop again and it takes the value as 2. So the values will be 2, 10, 2, 11, 2, 12, 2, 13. Okay. So ikkada end ayipindi but program will be getting exited. Okay. Once again I shall repeat this particular example. Ee okke example we shall speak in Telugu clearly. Okay. For anedi oka keyword. For anedi oka keyword. Num1 anedi oka variable. Num1 is a variable. In anedi oka operator. In is an operator. Range anedi function. A predefined function in Python. Okay. So range of 3 ante our interpreter will consider this sequence of 0, 1, 2. Range of 3 ante values eme untante 0, 1, 2. So num1 ane variable lo sequence enti ante 0, 1, 2. Okay. Remember this point 1. Next we are coming into the inner loop. Here num2 is the variable. Num2 is the variable. Range of 10, 14 ante enti 10, 11, 12 and 13. 4 values. So num1 ane variable lo 3 sequence of values ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటా values అంటే 0, 1 and 2. Okay. Next num2 అనే వేరియబుల్ లో 4 sequence of values ఉన్నాయి. ఏంటా 4 అంటే 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. ఇప్పుడు ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ ఎలా జరుగుతుంది అంటే outer variable, outer loop లో num1 అనే వేరియబుల్ లో ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ ఏంటి 0. ఆ 0 ఈ నెక్స్ట్ num2 అనే వేరియబుల్ లో ఉన్న 4 వాల్యూస్ ని తీసేసుకుంటుంది. సో 0, 10, 0, 11, 0, 12, 0, 13. Okay. After 13 next again it goes to the outer for loop. మళ్ళా పై ఫర్ లూప్ లోకి వెళ్ళి 0 అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి 1 ని కన్సిడర్ చేసుకోండి. 1, 10, 1, 11, 1, 12, 1, 13. Okay. నెక్స్ట్ మళ్ళా ఇక్కడ నుంచి మళ్ళా పై ఫర్ లూప్ లోకి వెళ్ళి నెక్స్ట్ వాల్యూ ఏముంది 2 ఉంటుంది. సో 2, 10, 2, 11, 2, 12, 2, 13. This will be the output of this particular program. This will be the output of this particular program. Okay. Now once we shall check out. We shall execute the same program and we shall check whether what I am telling you is correct or not. Next again go to IDLE page. Next go to IDLE page, take a file, take a new file, name it as a.py or anything which you want. This is the program, right? This is the program. So the indentation will be here, and for this the indentation will be here. This particular line is called outer for loop, and this particular statement is called inner for loop. Inner for loop. In this particular statement, num1 consists of values like 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Since range of 3 in the sense 0, 1 and 2. In this particular statement, the variable num2 consists of values 10, 11, 12, 13. Since range of 10, 14 in the sense 10, 11, 12 and 13. 14 will not be considered. ఇక్కడ ఏం మాట్లాడుతున్నాం అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఇటరేషన్ లో 0 ని తీసుకుంటది. ఫస్ట్ ఇటరేషన్ లో 0 ని తీసుకొని ఇన్నర్ బాడీలోకి వచ్చేసి it comes into the inner body and performs all these. So in the first print statement 0, 10, 0, 11, 0, 12, 0, 13. Okay. Next again it comes into the outer loop. It takes the sequence of 1 and it performs with all these values. So 1, 10, 1, 11, 1, 12, 1, 13. Again it goes into the outer loop, takes the sequence value 2 and again consider with all these values 2, 10, 2, 11, 2, 12, 2, 13. Since there is no value available here, that means since the outer for loop has reached to the last item, the particular for loop will get exited. Okay. Now we shall check the output. Go to run module. Go to run the module. For seeing the output, you need to go to IDLE page. So this is our output. I already told you 0, 10, 0, 11, 0, 12, 0, 13, 1, 10, 11, 12, 13, 210, 211, 212, 213. So why only values up to 2, 13 are arrived in the sense the for loop has reached to the last item. For loop the last item reach అయిపోయింది కాబట్టి the program has been exited. So in today's class we have briefly discussed what is for loop, how in generally we can write a for loop by using two examples, and the third example is we have checked how can we use for loop by using a range function, and the fourth example is nested for loop. How can we use a for loop in a for loop? That is called the nested for loop. Okay. Today we shall end this particular class with this for loop, and in the next class we shall discuss about while loop. I want to mention you all one note. See, next class will be data structures, right? So immediately after data structure, you take for 1 hour rest. Exactly at 11:59 a.m. today, the assignment will be opened. Assignment 1 of Python programming language will be get open. See, nobody, please don't exit from the group now. I need to give some instructions based upon the assignment. So please, any one of you don't leave the group until I say. It takes hardly 2 minutes of time to complete. Okay. Please, any one of you don't leave the group. So the assignment 1 will be activated in your Edmodo group from 11:59 a.m. today. Okay. These are the 5 questions. And as I said, the submission date will be on 21st. That means next Monday. Today is Monday, right? Today at 11:59 a.m. the assignment will be activated, and next Monday 11:59 p.m. the assignment will be getting logged. Seriously, I am telling you, I will not provide you any sort of extra time to write or submit this assignment. Everyone need to write the assignment in your own handwriting and need to submit the scanned copies to me. Those particular scanned copies, as soon as you came to the college, you need to provide the handwritten assignment. మీరు చేత్తో ఏ అసైన్మెంట్ అయితే రాశారో అదే అటాచ్ చేయాలి. ఆ అటాచ్ చేసిన అసైన్మెంటే మీరు రేపు సబ్మిట్ చేసే అసైన్మెంట్ రెండు ఒకటే కాదని నేను చెక్ చేస్తాను. సో ఎవ్రీవన్ take the assignment as seriously. I am already telling you, if you submit the assignment in time with correct appropriate answers, I will be providing 5 out of 5 marks. Even if you delay or if you did not submit the assignment, I will blindly give you 0. Consider this as serious thing. మీరు ఇన్ టైం నాకు అసైన్మెంట్ సబ్మిట్ చేసి అప్రోప్రియేట్ ఆన్సర్స్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేస్తే ఐ విల్ గివ్ డైరెక్ట్లీ 5 out of 5 marks for every student. If you did not give the assignment, or if you are asking me the permission, or if you are delaying in the assignment, I will simply throw 0 marks, which affects on your external. Okay, ఇక్కడ internal లో 5 marks పోయినాయి అంటే automatically the impact will be on external. Okay, now how do we need to write assignment? First one, briefly explain all operators in Python along with precedence table. So first you need to start with what is an operator, what is an operand. Next, ఎన్ని operators ఉంటాయి, ప్రతి operator కి కూడా you need to mention an example. Since this particular subject is programming subject, even in the question paper, if you are asking to write a program or not, you need to mention program compulsorily. Program ane adigina adakapoyina prati daniki you need to mention a program. Clear? So for this question you need to write what is an operator, what is an operand, what are the types of operators available in Python, and you need to consider each operator, draw a table and write one example for each operator and write one example. Okay, next, briefly explain next precedence table also, operator precedence table also. Next, ఇక్కడ ప్రతి ఆపరేటర్ కి ఒక ప్రోగ్రామ్ రాయాలి, ప్రెసిడెన్స్ టేబుల్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ రాయాలి ప్రోగ్రామ్. నెక్స్ట్, బ్రీఫ్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ అబౌట్ స్ట్రింగ్ అండ్ స్ట్రింగ్స్ మెథడ్. స్ట్రింగ్స్, వాట్ ఈస్ ఎ స్ట్రింగ్, హౌ కెన్ వి అప్డేట్ ఎ స్ట్రింగ్, వాట్ ఆర్ ది ఆపరేటర్స్ అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ ఎ స్ట్రింగ్, అండ్ వాట్ ఆర్ ది స్ట్రింగ్ మెథడ్స్. mention any 10 methods. You no need to mention all the 29 methods. ఏవో ఒక 10 methods mention చేయించాలి. String methods అని ఇచ్చాం కదా, mention only 10 methods. You no need to mention all the 29 methods which are available. Next, explain any 5 control flow statements. Control flow statements in the sense if else, if else, for, while, break, continue, pass. మనకి అవైలబిలిటీ లో ఉన్న 8 control flow statements లో mention any 5. Mention any 5. So every control flow statement must consist of syntax, flowchart with a program. Syntax, flowchart, and with a program. And the last 2 are programs. These 2 programs are repeated several times in the previous Python programming papers. These 2 programs are repeated several times in the previous papers of Python programming language. Okay, you no need to worry. All the answers for these 5 questions are being attached in Edmodo. Edmodo ఈ 2 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కావాలి అంటే శాంపుల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ అని ఒక ఫైల్ అటాచ్ చేశాను. ఇఫ్ యూ ఓపెన్ దట్ ఫైల్, లాస్ట్ లో ఈ 2 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉంటాయి, చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఓకే, లాస్ట్ లో ఈ 2 ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో కంట్రోల్ ఫ్లో స్టేట్మెంట్స్, ఆపరేటర్స్ అండ్ స్ట్రింగ్, already uploaded PDFs regarding these concepts in your Edmodo. So you no need to search any other websites or any other thing. Simply open Edmodo. For these 2 programs, you need to open the file called sampleprograms.pdf file, where these 2 programs will be available at the ending of that particular file. ఈ 3 concepts, ఈ particular concept, there is a PDF called operators. Here there is a PDF called strings, and here there is a PDF called control statements. So every answer to my question will be available in Edmodo. Okay, take neat A4 sheet papers and write the assignment neatly and submit in time. Okay, consider this as a request or a warning. If you submit me the assignment in time, I will be providing you 5 marks. If not, I cannot do anything. You will lose the marks and you will be getting 0 marks. Okay, thank you all. Madam, thank you.
Okay, sir.